Hi and welcome back. My name's Mark Wells and today we're going to talk about FES Flower Essences for relationship breakups, loss and hurt after such events. The first thing I'll talk about is when people feel abandoned and alone, and particularly that abandonment, broken-hearted. The obvious one is bleeding heart. And it's interesting, if you have a look at the bleeding heart flower itself, it's almost got a little crack down the middle if you have a look at it. If we talk about the signature of the plant, and that's very valid because bleeding heart is for broken hearts. And it's a great one when there is loss, when there's a relationship breakup and you're trying to heal after that. Bleeding heart allows you to let go, and in future relationships too, it can help you not be as, let's say, clingy and possessive when there's that fear of losing again. So it enables you not only to perhaps recover from a loss or a breakup of a relationship, but it also helps you mend and be, let's say, better in the next relationship. So it's just a really important remedy after any relationship breakup. Another one is Angelica. Often people feel very alone, particularly if they've been in a relationship for a long time, many years. They're just so used to having their partner with them, and all of a sudden they're not there. Angelica is another one. When people feel alone, it just is comforting. It helps them feel as though they're not alone in this world. Recognise, the support that is available to them through extended family, friends, etc. Forget-me-not in the same way. If you are feeling very alone after a breakup from a particular relationship, forget-me-not allows you to remember, where those connections, the connections you already have, and those strong relationships that have been around and will be around for you. There's obviously hurt for a lot of people when there's a relationship breakup. Hibiscus is certainly the immediate one that we think of. Hibiscus heals that hurt. It allows you to trust again, if that makes sense. It allows you to be open to friendships and relationships again, and not carrying that sort of emotional scar that might make you a bit more protective and just insular emotionally. So hibiscus can help heal those hurts, that residual emotional scarring that's there, so you can open up again in a obviously a practical and discerning way, but you can open and be open to opportunities and trust the process of life again and social interactions. The next thing I'd like to look at is when people have those feelings of rejection after a relationship breakup. There's a couple of remedies, and they're really important remedies. Baby blue eyes and evening primrose. And I advise you to go and have a look at these and read up on these, because they're so important in so many ways. But one of the things, and people who are understanding of the attachment theory and how our early attachments, particularly with our immediate, our mother, her partner, anyone in the immediate environment, and that also includes during pregnancy, while the person's in the womb, they will be feeling the emotions, the environment that's around them. And evening primrose is such an important remedy. And a lot of mums, when may not have meant to become pregnant, it takes them a little while to accept it, and they do. But the immediate thing is this sense, oh no, I can't, it's the wrong time, it's not right. Or, there wasn't any intention. So, the baby in the womb will feel any sense of rejection, any sense of negativity, if you like, but also anything that's happening in that house and in the immediate environment. That can set up a pattern for people, and you can see this pattern in their relationships. There is this sense of, can anyone love me? I'm not lovable. I don't deserve to be here. These sort of things that are set up very early. Evening primrose can have a wonderful healing effect in there and can change those patterns for future relationships. Baby blue eyes in a similar way, but it tends to be in the early childhood days, particularly if the environment is, it's a really tough environment. Perhaps there's an alcoholic parent who's potentially violent, and you learn very early to sort of tread on eggshells, even from that 2 or 3 or 4 years of age. But what happens is you carry that into your relationships, and often you won't be fully expressed. There will be issues that come up and undermine the relationships you're in 10, 20, 30 years later. So these particular remedies are just extremely important in so many ways, and they will often relate to a lot of health issues. People will suffer, but there is this underlying theme of not trusting the world, feeling rejected, feeling an outcast deep down, and it can heal those old wounds and as I said, change the patterns for better and future relationships. Another thing that people might experience is after a relationship breakdown is, God, am I lovable? Can anyone love me? Am I acceptable? Will anyone ever want me? It doesn't seem to be working. My relationships don't seem to be working. And that's where Pretty Face comes in. And Pretty Face is just about self-acceptance. Accepting yourself, loving yourself, warts and all, and allowing that potential to actually be displayed, in a sense. If you feel that way about yourself, it's much easier for other people to feel that way about you as well. So when you are feeling, what's the point? Does anyone want to be with me? Pretty Face is a really good remedy to consider. And after all of this, there's when you're re-establishing your life, particularly if you and your partner have been involved in many social interactions and dynamics have developed from there, and you almost have to re-establish yourself. The self-belief that you can do it. Self-heal is another one there. It's always good to help with people just believe in themselves, that they can do it and they can survive and move on. And another one I just finally like to say is sagebrush. Sagebrush is all about, dropping that baggage we carry, shedding those things that just don't work for us anymore. And in doing that, once again, if the relationship hasn't worked or relationships haven't worked, sagebrush can just say, look, that person or that person that I'm showing to the world or displaying to the world is not the true me. Sagebrush allows you to be the genuine article, be more yourself, drop that, as I say, that excess baggage that you're carrying, be yourself, and attract different people and better people and more aligned people with you that can appreciate you into your life.